Hey, how are you guys? Um, Double Rainbow, sorry I forgot to call you that one night, or was it last night? Um, but tonight we're going to talk about Letecia Stauch. If you don't know, oh, I'm Sherry, by the way. If you don't know who Letecia Stauch is, she was married to this guy in Colorado and was the stepmother to his child, Gannon. And she unalived him. um, let's see, it's been 3 years. Hi, Double Rainbows. Did you hear me? I said I was sorry. I didn't call you. I guess it was last night. Um, I was just trying to get ready. Didn't even think about it. I was thinking about other things, but um, she has done nothing but cause problems for this case of her stepson. Um, from interviews after he was missing, I mean, talking to the police before that, and then since she's been arrested, she keeps saying different things, changing her story, and um, she's had several mental evaluations. Um, it was crazy. Hi, Gina. Oh, yeah, I know. I cannot stand that woman. Her and Casey Anthony, I cannot stand them. Hi, Cindy. How's everybody? Um, she wrote a 20-page um, complaint like letter, and she sent it to the judge. And she could only afford to send the first 5 pieces of paper. For some reason, it cost a lot of money to mail stuff out or something. I don't know. Um, or to file it as, some kind of legal thing. But I took something, I'm going to borrow um, Above and Beyond Ancestry. She does card readings. And if you guys are, because I know some of you have asked me in the past if I read cards, and I don't. But she does, and she's read me. I paid her to read me. And she's good. She's real good. Um, she does cases, like true crime cases that are going on, like Summer Wells and Kylie and all these people. Um, it's above. I have a link. I put a link in the description, so you can go in there and get the link to the video that I'm going to play, because once I show you what she did, I'm not going to show you everything that she did, just part of it. And then you're going to have to go and see her and watch the whole thing and subscribe to her and give her a thumbs up and all that. She's great. She really, really is. And I'm real skeptical on, but I've seen what she could do in true crime cases. So I was like, I want her to read my cards and all that stuff. Cause I'll get into that. Um, I like to try things. And, so, I mean, if somebody wanted to read my tea leaves or my palms, or I have actually had somebody look at my hands one time, and they said, "You have a very short lifeline." And I'm like, "Thanks." But anyway, she is really, really good. I mean, I'm a it's like a surgeon is the biggest skeptic of another surgeon. Um, it's that way with psychics, kind of. Um, but she's very good. Um, I want to play the first 10 pages of her name is Willow, and do you want that? You can. No, I can't read tea leaves. I said if I um somebody wanted to read my tea leaves or read my palms, I would let them do it. Some of the old wives' tales and stuff like that, it doesn't bother me. I would try it just to see what happens. Um, well, haven't you ever heard of these old women way back, like in the old days? They would read the tea leaves that are like in the bottom of your cup or something. I don't know how they do it, but it's something like that. You never seen anybody do that. I have on movies, and have you ever seen that? Sorry, I'm getting off subject, but have you ever seen that movie Skeleton Key? I think it's called Skeleton Key. Um, that is a dang good movie. Um, I'd really like to see it again. I've been thinking about it a lot. I may even have it and not know it. So, um, wonder if I could get it. Like, I could probably just type it in and watch it on here on the laptop. Found out I can get a lot of stuff off this laptop. But I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna let her name is Willow. I'm gonna let her. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I wonder if it's on Netflix. I'm gonna mute myself and I'm going to um, get her stuff, and so she can read you the I time stamped it. Okay. And this is read from Willow, and her channel is Above and Beyond Ancestry uh, Ancestry Readings. But I did put a link in there too. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. I don't know.
Letecia Stauch, requests this honorable court order the second sanitary examination to take place at CMHIP in Pueblo. Statute regarding the second sanity evaluation gives the court authority to determine where it will take place. The statute specifically says the court may order examination to take place at the Colorado Mental Health Institute at Pueblo. Expressly says, in regards to all examinations ordered by the court shall specify where the evaluation is to take place. In determining where the evaluation is to take place, the court shall take into account the nature and circumstances of the examination. The court may order further examination as is advisable under the circumstances. The defense has obtained Dorothy Lewis. We went over this doctor. I think she's, in my honest opinion, entertainment purposes only, I think that this doctor's a quack. But anyway, Dr. Lewis is a former clinical professor of psychiatry at Yale. She's also 80 years old. Okay. And I think she's trying to make a bigger name for herself before she retires. She is nationally recognized as one of the preeminent experts in the nation regarding dissociative identity disorder, DID. She believes that people that have this disorder were abused as a kid or sexually abused, whatever it was. This is what she tries to blame it all on to give her diagnosis. Okay. Now, also she has requested, as you can see here, this EEG for 72 hours and for an MRI. According to Dr. Lewis, it is likely that these tests will provide objective, concrete evidence that Ms. Stauch legitimately suffers from DID. These tests are critical for Ms. Stauch to present a defense for the charges. Supreme Court has long recognized that when the state brings its judicial power to bear on indigent defendant in a criminal proceeding, it must take steps to assure that the defendant has fair opportunity to present his or her defense, right? This elementary principle, grounded in significant part on the 14th Amendment's due process guarantee of fundamental fairness, derives from the belief that justice cannot be equal where simply as a result of his poverty. A defendant is denied the opportunity to participate meaningfully in a judicial proceeding in which his liberty is at stake. In 8 versus Oklahoma, specifically recognized the need for expert psychiatrist assistance in regards to a defense of not guilty by reason of insanity. As a pretrial detainee, Ms. Stauch has a constitutional right to adequate, effective, and meaningful access to the courts to vindicate his fundamental constitutional rights. Without allowing Dr. Lewis access to perform the necessary testing, the risk of inaccurate resolution of sanity issues is extremely high. Only with such testing will Ms. Stauch fairly be able to present at least enough information to the jury in a meaningful manner as to permit it to make a just determination. Now, what you're also going to see, let me get rid of this. What you're also going to see in these next things that I'm going to show you in her own handwriting. Let me just get that over here. Hang on a sec. She talks about, like, the EEG is like brain waves and stuff like this to see if there's maybe, I don't know, cancer, some kind of damage, whatever, in the brain. She states in her paperwork here, in her own handwriting, you're going to see it, that she has fallen off the top bunk at the jail and requests a bottom bunk. And that she banged her head and stuff like this. So doing this EEG, this can be used against her. Okay. This her handwritten filing that she's trying to file can be used against her. Now in this, she states that she fell off the bunk. So if anything is found in that EEG, it's now going to be, another delay. It's like, okay, was that there at the time that she's claiming that she was insane, or did that happen as a result of her falling off the bunk, right? How are you going to decipher when that happened, right? So did she intentionally cause injury to her head, right? We got to think about this, you guys. Yeah, the real angel saying here, she can write letters to the judge. She's not insane. This is
Here I'm just talking away and you guys can't hear me. Could you see anything? I mean, the paperwork, because she was showing it. Hi, Amanda. She was showing the paperwork that she was reading off of. And I guess um, Letecia didn't write some of these. I didn't realize that. Because I kind of caught like just the half of it or something. But I came in right before she got done and left. But I guess I just have to keep muting myself, but I think I figured something else out. Hold on.
isn't to the judge. This is to the court. She's trying to file this. She's trying to file a lawsuit. And the lawsuit's for all her constitutional rights being violated. So to be able to do what she's trying to do right here shows that she's perfectly sane. Like, what a stupid thing to do when you're trying to get this doctor to say that you're insane and then admitting that you caused an injury or an injury to your head happened after you were in jail. So anything that this EEG may show, the prosecution now has ammunition to say that could have happened when she herself in this letter says she fell off her bunk, split open her head, didn't get proper medical attention for it. You're going to see it in the documents I'm going to show you. Okay. So she just, to me, handed the prosecution ammunition to fight any results of this EEG if it comes back that she has some kind of bump or whatever inside her brain, blah, blah, blah. That could have been caused after the fact. So if she's, like I said, you guys, I'm going to reiterate, if she's going to use this EEG as a form as, look at, I had a brain injury, something was going on with my brain, this is why I wasn't thinking clearly and killed him and then did what I did. But you don't turn around and do something like she just did and put in your own handwriting that you fell off the bunk and had a bad injury to your head, that it split open her head, apparently. Because now you just gave the prosecution reason to say she caused that injury herself to mess with this down the road, that she could use this down the road for her insanity plea. Okay, so let's get into it, you guys. We got about 67 people in here right now. You guys only 47 likes. Thank you, thank you. Smash that like button, please.
I am not seeing anything on my phone. A black screen. I see chat. You can hear her. Okay. And, well, I mean, see, You should be seeing what I see up here. I mean, right here on my phone. It's not showing anything, see? It's just black. But I can see chat down below. That's weird. But you can see her um emoji thing or whatever they call it. Her avatar. It's these wings. It should be. I don't know why I'm not seeing that on my phone. I don't know why. Okay. That was weird. I don't know how, but I fixed it. Don't ask me to do it again. Because I'm sure I can't. But I was going to say, Willow, her line of work was in the courts. So she knows a lot about the law, and she has worked on like live streaming and getting paperwork for like Lori and the Vallow case. I think probably everybody in the world knows that case. There's a lot of them, but she tries to educate us on, what's going on legally, and I get into that because I don't know, I always wanted to study law and stuff. I don't know why, but she is very smart. Hi, Lolo. Um, I wonder if the ladies that I read last night will come back tonight. Because I think the first one I did was pretty good. The second one, I felt kind of out of place to tell somebody, something that personal. Um, but I'll finish this. But I wanted to mention that she was she worked in the court system somehow. I can't remember exactly. Okay.
Yeah, she talks about rights being violated. It's like, what about Gannon's rights? Like, you know? Okay, so let's keep it classy in here, you guys, while I go through this. Let me just share my screen. Okay, so here it is. She talks about kosher violations. I don't think she's Jewish, is she? I think she was Italian or something, wasn't she? But a lot of this is regarding the kosher violations. This is going to be the first couple of pages, and then the rest are going to be other issues. So from July 2021 to February 2022, my First Amendment right was violated by means of my kosher diet. Now, don't forget these dates. She's saying only from July of 2021 to February of 2022. Her First Amendment right was violated. But she does go, look at, she's got August. Here she goes also into later dates in August too. But she's saying they were only violated to February 2022. But she has stuff that she's written still complaining about it into late August of 2022, when she says her rights were only violated until February 2022. So keep that in mind. Okay. Inmates sign an agreement stating they will adhere to the policy and follow their kosher diet guidelines to avoid interruption of meals and services. During this time, I expressed several concerns of the meals not being wrapped appropriately, items that were not kosher approved being placed in our diets, and the violation of sanitation by putting kosher on open trays. I asked deputies to alert their superiors that the policy and customs by El Paso County Jail was not prohibited per the religious affiliations. Her writing is hard to read. Below are a list of the inmate kites that followed something staff refused to contact Trinity Food Services and let administration know of the violation. So if I stumble a bit, you guys, I'm trying to figure out what she's saying. August 8th, this is 2021. August 8th, kite to Trinity Foods explaining the contamination of kosher items on open trays. September 4th, reported improper kosher and contaminations through the El Paso County Jail grievances process and was told to contact Trinity instead of the jail. November 19th, so September, October, November, 2 months later, sent a kite explaining that staff was using a pen marker to write K on non-kosher items that did not already have the standard approval. These were non-kosher items and violated the signed agreement. On 11/22, a response from the jail said to kite the kitchen again. Oh. Oh, crap. How come? Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the second page. The jail continued to ignore the customs and policy for kosher inmates and placed the blame on the contractor, Trinity Foods. However, the contractor is conducting business in El Paso County Jail, and administration SSGTs failed to monitor or adjust violations. Next year, in court transfer in September of 2021, November 2021, and February of 2022, I advised the deputies that they were not providing kosher meals while at court, and eating the sack lunches were a violation of our kosher signed policy. I also asserted my First Amendment right on each occasion and asked the jail to adhere to their policy on religious diets. After several attempts,
Oh, great.